Welcome to this episode of Natural Lawn of America Franchise Spotlight. We're going to go to Oxford, Mississippi, and talk to the owner, Justin Sapp, who is now into his 6 years. How are you doing, Justin?
Doing good, Blaine. How are you?
All right, I'm doing great. If you could share with everybody a little bit, what was your background before you decided to get into the home services, lawn care, mosquito, and flea and tick industry?
Yeah, so I spent probably about 15 years in computer software where I helped develop software for banks and mortgage companies.
Okay, and then you had a desire to be in business for yourself one day?
That is correct. I've always had that dream as a kid growing up. I always wanted to own my own business one day.
So it was your dream, and then you started looking at different industries and franchises, correct?
That is correct, right?
And how'd you come across Natural Lawn of America?
So I actually came across NaturaLawn of America on Facebook through Franchise Gator. They came across and said, hey, these are the franchises that want to be in your area, and Natural Lawn was one of them.
So then you reached out to me. I believe we even talked over the weekend. I got you as much information you asked for, corresponded, got you to fill out the application for ownership, which then you got the franchise disclosure document. How do you feel about the information you received and the transparency and being able to get the numbers from the FDD? Was it able to get you all the information you needed to feel like you were doing the proper due diligence of making a good decision?
Yeah, absolutely. And to even I feel like a step above that was I got to speak to about 3 or 4 other franchisees who were going to be going through what I was about to go through. So I was able to ask them the questions that I wanted to ask, and they even gave me some information that I wasn't even thinking to be able to ask. So that was very beneficial to help with that decision.
So then part of the validation day, you were brought to the home office and you got to meet with everyone at the home office in all the departments that you would interact with, marketing, accounting, purchasing, IT, operations. You met with the founder, the president. You met with Jesse Catron, Teresa Smith. What was that experience like of that validation day?
Yeah, so it was, I went in with like a lot of nerves, kind of nervous, but as soon as I walked in, it honestly felt like home away from home. I mean, it absolutely felt like a family, very welcoming. It was just very laid back. So I felt very comfortable in meeting everyone.
And then you went through new owners training, launched your business. You're going into your 6th season. How do you feel the onboarding process was and the continued support that you get?
Yeah, so that was one of my big keys because, as you know, I came from the computer industry, so I didn't know the first thing as far as what to do, how to do, et cetera. But at the time, my regional manager came down the week that I opened and helped me get started that first full week. So that really helped. Anytime I needed anything, I could FaceTime or call anyone from the home office to kind of help me get through any issues that I had at that time. So it was very easy.
All right. Well, before we wrap up, is there any advice, if you could turn back the clock, that you would give yourself and or that you would give someone that is looking at the Natural Lawn of America franchise offering?
Yeah. So I guess the key thing that I would say is go in ready to learn and take any advice that you can. 'Cause that's what I did. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I have been beneficial is because I didn't know what I was doing. I listened to everything that Natural Lawn had for me to learn how to be successful and do that full-heartedly, and you'll be successful like I have been.
All right. Well, Justin, congratulations on hitting your goal for 5 years in the Natural Lawn of America franchise system. And I want to thank you for joining Natural Lawn of America Franchise Spotlight, and we wish you a very successful year.
Thank you, Blaine.